From early childhood, this ambitious child had a dream. A dream that one day would set him apart. The fast-paced adrenaline of the open road captured this boy's heart. His name was Shane Kelly.
He's a local lad, he's doing brilliant, and local people want to see their own out there with the rest of the country, the rest of the world, competing and beating them.
This energetic tot just couldn't help buzzing around. It was clear to see that he was destined for fame in the fast lane.
I'm very proud of my son. He's obviously following in the same footsteps as I did in Formula Ford. Racing's always been my dream too, and Shane seems to be doing the same.
My name's Shane Kelly. I started racing in these and then moved up to Formula Ford. My aim is Formula One, which is probably every racing driver's aim. It's coming slowly. I mean, you've got to look through the step up, work through the ranks. My dad used to race as well, which helps. And he puts everything, as much effort as I do into it, so my mum doesn't really care too much, but no, they're good support.
Shane's racing career is dependent on sponsorship money. Without the support of local businesses and private investors, Shane Kelly would never have got to where he is now.
My name's Neil. I'm a friend of Shane for about 15 years, also a sponsor, and I help out with the running of the car and all the preparation.
Well, I've known Shane for a good few years. We met through doing karting, and I went to study at university to study engineering, and I was finishing at just about the same time Shane was setting up his team. So it was marriage between us really. I needed experience, and I had all the educational background. I needed to put that into practice, and Shane needed someone who he could trust to engineer his car. So went from there really.
While other children in his class may have dreamed of being brain surgeons or football stars, Shane was in a different boat. He was already competing against people twice his age on the go-kart racetrack and wanted to go further. Shane's team wow the people of Southampton.
My name's Annie, I work for Ann Magazine. Tracy and I come here every week and basically do our Ann Magazine roadshow. Ann Magazine have sponsored Shane Kelly for the last few years, basically seen him sort of, up and coming, and basically sort of feature everything he does.
Shane's Formula 3 car is given a winter outing to wow fans, old and young, in Southampton Centre.
Shane Kelly and I go back about 2.5 years. I was first told about him by a couple of world champions from the area. Steve Curtis, the greatest powerboat racer on earth from Southampton. Graham Noyce, 500cc world champion. And they knew me and phoned up and said, look, we've got this young guy, we think he could go F1. And if people like that tell you that he's got potential, you've got to believe it. So they said, would you do something in the magazine? So we met Shane, got on well, and basically threw the magazine behind him. Yeah. We cover everything that he does, but what we try and do is to make sure that anybody that supports him commercially, i.e. with money or with bits of kit, anything that helps him in his sort of his challenge for whatever title he's going for, we make sure that they're featured in the magazine. Either if it's just their logo, or if they really come in with some really big dosh, which is what we all need, then we'll go in and we'll do PR pictures, we'll do all sorts of bits to make them have a real proper value for their sponsorship. Well, sponsorship is usually viewed as a kind of charity. You know, if the general manager's son or the chairman's son does a particular sport or he's in a particular club, chances are he's going to look to sponsor it, not really looking to get much commercial sort of gain out of it. What we've tried to do with the magazine is to say, if you put your money up, we'll make sure that you're covered. You know, you'll get an audience of 100,000 people guaranteed per issue. So there's actually some commercial, you know, you can actually go to your marketing man with an actual plan saying, look, this is what it's going to cost us to sponsor this lad in motor racing, this is what we're going to get back. And that is normal. So hopefully that helps him.
This is the engine of the car. It's mounted in a direct line with the gearbox, and it is actually the chassis of the car. There's no actual outer chassis like a road car. It is like the strength and the suspension drive shafts are mounted off the gearbox as well. This is a safety sail, or monocoque, people call it. It's bolted to the engine, and it's a sail I sit in. It's a safety sail with a roll hoop, so I'm strapped into that. And if I do have a crash, everything else is designed to snap off, and I'll be left in this sail, hopefully safe, and be able to walk away. Inside the monocoque, I've got a moulded seat which is shaped to my back. It gives me extra comfort in the race, and you don't move around at all. You're strapped tightly in with a 6-point harness. And to be able to get in and out of the car, I need a detachable steering wheel. So it allows me to get the legs in quickly and get out again. Over the seasons I've raced, I've accumulated a lot of karting trophies, Formula 4 trophies, but they've all sort of built up to and added up to this main trophy, which is the 2006 Club Formula 3 title, which is the biggest achievement so far in my career.
So the lead cars now coming down into the main block will of course be dragging up the top 3 and the class winners. In fact, we'll have 2 class winners on the top 3 podium anyway. Well, that's a good choice in car number 39 off the breeze.
Hopefully winning the championship will hold me in good stead to find a larger sponsor we need. I think I'm publicly known through the press and coverage we've got this year. Hopefully it can go on to bringing local companies in, plus national or international companies as well.
But the best performance, without any question. Come on, did he smoke him or what? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Shane Kelly! He's kind of going up there fairly cool. It was all okay for me. You must feel good about that, Shane. Yeah, it's good. All right, he's a man of kind of a lot of speed and few words, but ladies and gentlemen, a superb performance in this Formula 3 race today. I'll give you the garland of victory, and I'll definitely not kiss you. Shane Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, back up to you guys.
People like Shane we should treasure in this area, in this country, because they're rare, and we should really throw everything behind them, because his success, it reflects on all of us. We'll all be world champions, won't we?
Shane Kelly is a Formula 3 champion, 2006.
They're featured in the magazine, either if it's just their logo or